Blessed be everyone. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the Mystery Witch School YouTube channel and the live stream for the week. January is moving fast already, and we're heading towards Imbolc and Lunasa, depending on where you are in the world. So everybody is preparing for that at the moment, or learning about it if you're totally new to the craft. So, welcome. We're talking again about dreams. I think we talked about dreams last May as well. And this is particularly how to really use your dreams to help you manifest the life that you do want to manifest. I actually have got two modules in the journey with Hecate that actually are about dreams, dream interpretation, and also dream transmutation as well. So I've actually started to formally put this work into a course structure as well with Journey with Hecate, which I'll talk about later. Welcome to everybody who have joined the chat. Welcome to hi Dwight, hi Topaz, hi Luciano, and Sandy. Blessings, yes, and blessed be everybody. Welcome to those of you watching the replay, which is probably most of you. If you want to join in on the replay, you can still do the comments and everything like that. If you really like the video and you feel that you're getting value and you want to help contribute to the channel, there's super thanks there and super chat as well, depending on whether you're in the chat or whether you're in the comments field and you just want to donate anything. I've also got PayPal me as well if you want to donate that way to the channel. Hi, Lewis. How are you? Lois, I should say, not Lewis, Lois. And anything else I want to let you know about? When it comes to dream work, you're using dream work for a number of things. Well, two main things, and that is manifesting the life you want to manifest, which is what magic is all about, and also the shadow work aspect, which is becoming who you truly want to be and becoming that person who has the life you really want to have. That's really what shadow work is about, and that's what a journey with Hecate is about. And for those of you who are curious about working with Hecate on these matters, such as transformation and becoming more of who you are, I do have another video that's on my private YouTube channel, and it's called Awaken Your Power with Hecate. And so I'll just put a link in the chat if you want to grab that if you haven't already. And also there's a link in the description field below this video for how you can grab that free video on Awaken with Hecate, because she's wonderful to work with for these sorts of things. And of course, a lot of you may be new to the craft, or maybe not so new, but you're just sort of in and out of it, like you're not practicing it very often. Maybe you really want to, but you just haven't really found your feet yet, or you just don't know where to begin or where to start or what to do. I have another free video. It's actually a masterclass, so it goes a lot longer than the other one. It's called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. I've just thrown a link in the chat, and also there's a link in the description field below this video as well. I have a website, mysterywitchschool.com, so you can go onto that website and find out a little bit more about what we do here, what courses are available for you, and also what other freebies are available to you on the freebies tab of that website. So here, what do? We talk about all things Wicca, witchcraft, tarot, shadow work. There's been a lot of talk with working with Hecate lately, and magic, of course, and spell work. So that's what we do here on the channel. My goal really is to just help you feel like you're not alone with your practice, and to help you find a practice that actually gives you a sense of real fulfillment in your life, gives you a sense of connection in your life, that actually helps you create the life you want to create from the inside out. So it's not about manipulating the outside world, it's about being able to change yourself so that the outside world just changes in accord with how you change yourself, because that's the true magic and the true transformation, and the great work is on how we're transforming ourselves to become who we truly are, to get rid of all of the ego, the mind, the identity that we've grown up with, that we feel is a bit of a burden perhaps because it's full of a lot of limiting beliefs and ideologies that aren't serving us anymore. And so we want to change those to really step into your true being, which is the I am, the great I am of high magic and all and everything. And we can use our dreams to help us with that. Hi, Angeli. Hi, Joe. Hi, Arch Dragon. Merry meet and hello. So, what we're going to look at today is, and it's probably not going to be in this order, but we're looking at setting intentions before going to bed so that you can receive insights from your dreams. Interpreting your dreams, of course, which is important because if you can't interpret the dreams, then it's going to be hard to grab those insights. A little bit about lucid dreaming, uh, your dream journaling as well, and rituals that can also help with your dream experience too. Because dreams tend to reflect on what we've been doing within the last 48 hours. And dreams can really inform you of where you're at the moment. So we'll get into why dreams matter. And the reason they do matter is because they're a link to our subconscious mind. When we go to sleep and when we're in dream state, we're connecting totally to our subconscious mind, and we may even be connecting to the world or beyond ourselves. Okay, other dimensions beyond our physical 3D uh, frequency or dimension that we're in at the moment. And so we're going beyond our conscious, more so-called tangible reality and heading more into another world and other realms. And the dreams carry really powerful messages and powerful symbols because they're totally symbolic. The subconscious mind loves symbols. And it will, every night when you go to bed, your subconscious mind is going to play you some movies to communicate with you and to let you know what's going on with you and what you need to know, what's important, how you're feeling, how you're getting on, what you can change, what needs changing, where you may be going wrong in places, and those kinds of things. So our dreams are guidance for us, and they've been part of mystical traditions, magical traditions forever. I think um, way back into in modern history and probably even before that, we've used our dreams all the time to be able to gauge where we are. Our subconscious mind, it's working 24/7. And so it's working when we're sleeping as well. And so when we're tapping into the dreams, we can understand our goals a lot more, our desires can become clearer, and any blockages, of course, which are holding us back, which tends to be the drama in the dream. A lot of dreams pretty much have drama. There's often in a dream there's a difficulty or something you're trying to achieve. And when a dream's trying to communicate to you that there's a blockage or an issue that's in your way of achieving what you want to achieve, it's going to come up with a movie that has got some sort of blockage or something in it, like you can't find your car the parking lot, for example, or you're lost, or somebody's broken into your home in the dream. All of these things are showing you things about yourself and the way that you're thinking and being at the moment that's causing an emotional reaction or causing things in your life happening the way that they're happening. So these dreams can be very, very symbolic of how we're feeling in life and what we're doing in life as well. Okay. Joe says, I was just thinking about how lonely it feels to be a witch. Yeah, it can be quite lonely. Yeah, metaphysical store, if you can find a metaphysical store where you are. So, in For Witches, dreams can become a very sacred tool and a sacred space to connect with our intuition, to connect with our guidance system, and achieve what it is that we're wanting to achieve. So I wanted to talk about, first of all, about intention setting, because I did do a live, I think it was back in May sometime, on dreams, and it was more on interpretation of dreams. Whereas this time I want to talk about, things that you can do with dreams to help you manifest the things you want to manifest in your life. I've got some book recommendations as well, and I'll do those first before I forget. Uh, this is a great book. It's called Dream Sight by Dr. Michael Lennox. It is available on Amazon. I've got a link in the description field below the video. if you're wanting to purchase it. It's really, really good, more of a psychological connection to dreams rather than the old dream dictionaries where, if you dream your teeth are falling out, you're going to become wealthy, that kind of thing. This is more about understanding how dreams relate to you and your relationship with dreams, because everybody's got uh, different ways of connecting to different symbols. And so you've got to find what your connection is to the symbols in your dreams. So that's a great book. Another book is, and I don't think you can get this on Amazon because I couldn't find it on Amazon today to put a link in. It's called Sleep on It by Jane Anderson. She's a really great author and great at interpreting dreams. She's awesome, and all her books on dreams are really, really great books to get. So that's Jane Anderson, Sleep on It. They're great books, and they will help you interpret your dreams. They have a lot of common dream symbols in them, so you can look something up and get a sense of what it means, generally speaking, from a symbolic point of view, and that will help you interpret your dreams. So that's the two books I wanted to talk about. So when you're coming to using your dreams, the first thing you need to be able to do is to remember your dreams. So let me know in the comments or the chat how you're going with remembering your dreams. Do you remember your dreams every night? Do you have a dream journal? Do you record your dreams every day? I don't record them every day. I'll have to be honest about that. If I'm focusing on dreams, when I first started learning about dreams, I was trying to do it every day. But unless you're just learning about dreams or you're working with them for a specific purpose, we probably don't journal every day. So Joe's got a journal. Archdragon, no, that's okay. So the first thing you need to do is remember your dreams. Now, a lot of people struggle to remember dreams because you're not used to remembering them. It's a habit that you form. Everyone dreams. So you are dreaming, even if you don't remember a dream. You are dreaming. And the way to remember your dreams is to do dream incubation to start off with. Before you go to bed at night, set the intention, I'm going to remember a dream when I wake up. It might only be one aspect of a dream. It might be a really simple thing from a dream. You could just recall maybe you were at the beach and that's all you can remember. That's okay. That's a place to start. Write it down. So when you wake up, whether it's in the middle of the night, early hours in the morning, or in the morning, and you've remembered a dream, and we tend to remember the dreams that we're dreaming when we wake up, and we tend to dream more in the later part of our sleep. So in the morning before you wake up normally, like when you normally get up, is a good time for dream recall because you're dreaming more at that time. So as soon as you realize you're awake, before you start thinking about anything, go over the dream that you woke up with. At first, it'll only be maybe a little bits and pieces of something, but write them down anyway, because when you start to do this, you're sending a message to your subconscious mind, your reticular activating system, to remember the dream. And the more you signal to your subconscious that you want to now remember dreams, the more you will remember them. So that's a process that goes on in the brain, but it does take practice, and you do need to persevere with recalling your dreams as soon as you wake up in the morning. Now, when you wake up, and you're coming out of a dream, you can stay lying, don't move, just stay with your eyes closed in whatever position you're waking up in, and recall the dream in your imagination, and then get up and write it down. So that's the way to start your dreams and to start your dream journal. You might want to have a separate journal for your dreams. I have a separate one, or you may want to include it in your normal journal if you're only doing dream work occasionally. It just depends how often you want to remember your dreams. Okay, hi Danny. I started a dream journal and noticed a theme of career. It was all about my career, past or present. Okay, so that must have been something that you were focusing on at the time. Is that something that's a big part of your life at the moment, or a big focus of your life during that time? Joe says, I don't remember dreams every day. Well, write them down if you want to. You don't have to do dreams every day. It depends if you're doing what sort of work you're doing at the time. Topaz says, what if the dreams always involve the same plot? I am always at a school, and it's not Hogwarts, looking for classes or heading to catch the bus. So boring, or looking for a bathroom. So, school dreams. So this is a recurring theme. If you've got a recurring theme or a recurring dream, this is something that you haven't resolved yet in your life. And these recurring themes can happen over and over and over again over your whole lifetime. And every time you come up in your daily life against something that's part of that thing you haven't resolved yet, you'll have one of these recurring dreams. The school dreams are about learning. What do you feel you haven't learned yet? That would be a question. Um, Heading to catch the bus. The bus is your ride, is your drive. So you're wanting to is you so that's something to do with driving or your drive. Catching the bus means somebody else is driving, and so it's something that's not in your control. So maybe you're not feeling in control of your learning or feeling in control of where your learning is going at the moment. Uh, Looking for a bathroom, it depends why you wanna go to the bathroom. It could actually be that your body is actually wanting to go to the bathroom. That does happen in dreams. Your body is letting you know, "Hey, wake up." Or it could simply be that bathroom's about cleansing, and, so bathrooms can represent the desire that you're looking for somewhere to cleanse. So you're wanting to cleanse something, and the bathrooms can symbolize that. And if you can't find it, it means that maybe you're feeling like you can't cleanse yourself of something at the moment because you're looking for it. That's a way of interpreting those kinds of dreams. The school dreams are a common theme for many, 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 many people. I have back to school dreams too. Work dreams often will dream of work as well. And things that are coming up there. Often it might be that you're late for work, or that you've taken the day off and you haven't contacted your boss or something like that. School dreams, again, they're about something you haven't learned yet, something you should have learned by now, but you're not allowing yourself to learn yet. You haven't accepted the lesson yet. You feel you still have more to learn, when maybe it's actually time to realize that uh, you have learned it after all. So in the 48 hours around that a dream, if you get that dream again, ask yourself, what is it that I feel like I'm not learning, or something I'm not letting go of in my life at the moment? Okay, my dream, I'm always losing something. It bothers me when I do it. So losing something. So what do you feel is being taken from you? Or you what are you afraid of losing in your life when you have that dream? What are you afraid of losing in your life? What do you feel that you're losing? Depends on what the object is that you're losing and what that symbolizes to you. That will give you more of a hint of what it means. I do not want to go back to school, except for Mystery Witch School 101. Yeah, so and because it's school is probably back like the high school or primary school, what the dream is letting you know is you've already done that. You don't need to go back to that anymore, but for some reason you're feeling that you haven't let go of something that comes from that time. That's similar to whatever it is that you're experiencing now. That's generally what those dreams mean. And when the dream changes, so if you're working with a recurring dream or a recurring theme in a dream, when you do the shadow work on yourself and you start to make these changes, those recurring dreams will change as well. And you'll find there'll be something different about them. And they'll let you know when you have moved on. Because you might realize in a dream you're back at school, and then you realize, hang on, I don't need to be back here. I've graduated a long time ago. I'm an adult now. I don't need to be here anymore. And when you can realize that in the dream, then you're starting to move on. You're starting to realize that you've already learned what it is you needed to learn. Okay, go back to the live streaming, but we were talking about intentions. So if you're wanting to have the intention to remember your dream, do that intention before you go to sleep. I'm going to remember my dream. I'm going to remember my dream. And then as soon as you wake up in the morning, recall what it is that you were dreaming, even if it's just a little bit, in your imagination first, and then when you get up, write it down. Now, when it comes to dream setting intentions magically with dreams, this is a really powerful time to do magic, is when you're falling asleep. So imagine the result, your wish fulfilled, whatever it is you're trying to work on at the moment to manifest through magic. Before you go to sleep at night, imagine yourself already having achieved that. So if you've been doing some spell work to achieve something and you were using your imagination in your spell work to imagine it, what it feels like to actually be experiencing the result, do that as you're going to sleep. And this will help the subconscious mind start to figure out ways of making it happen. And you may even find that a dream will show you how you can make it happen. You may experience in the dream that you are manifesting it, or you may experience in the dream that you're unable to manifest it because something's in the way. And so, what the dream could be showing you is that this thing that's in the way in the dream is a blockage you need to work with in order to achieve what it is you're wanting to achieve. But falling asleep with your intention as you're experiencing it, and if you did that every night until you succeed in your goal, is a very powerful form of magic. And the other end of it is, and when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is, again, imagine yourself in the wish fulfilled when you're waking up. What does it feel like to wake up and have that goal already happen? So there are ways that you can use sleep for your dreams, for your magic. If you have a question that you need answers to, you just can't find the answer to the question. It might be to do with where am I blocking myself at the moment? Where am I getting in my own way at the moment? Or what's stopping me from achieving something? Or I want to do something else with my life, but I'm not sure what that is. Those kinds of questions, again, before you go to bed at night, set an intention for the answer to come in your dream. So you could ask, you can even write this down actually and put it under your pillow. Write the question down, like, what is blocking my way at the moment? And just focus on the question, what is blocking my way at the moment? I'm going to have a dream tonight. Dream, tell me, what is blocking me right now? Write that question down, stick it under your pillow. You might not get the answer the first night. You might not get the answer the second night. But if you're recording your dreams every morning when you're doing this process, you will find that those dreams will start to answer that question pretty soon. So if you're going to ask a question to get an answer in your dream, you need to be recording your dreams every day until you start to see that question being answered. Now, dreams are wonderful things. The subconscious mind's a wonderful thing. If you don't get it the first time, it'll send you another dream. So it'll keep sending you a dream to help you with that blockage or that question until you get it. So it'll try different things every night until you get it and you can connect with it. Okay, honestly, I think all the years I spent smoking weed in the past affected my capability of remembering dreams more. I probably need to meditate before sleep or something. Yeah, meditation can definitely help you with that for sure. It's just getting back into the habit again of doing it. And I'll just go through the rest of the intentions before I have a look at before we get on to the interpretation. So when you're setting an intention and using sleep as magic, you want to be experiencing the intention as if it's already happened. So you might want to go to bed imagining that you are sleeping in a bed in the situation that you would be in. So if it was a new house, for example, you're sleeping in the bed of that new house as you go to sleep. If it's got nothing to do with sleeping or beds, you could just imagine you're going to sleep knowing that whatever you needed to have happen has already happened. And how does that change the way you go to bed and sleep? There are ways that you can use sleep to help you fulfill those intentions. You can write your spell out on a piece of paper and stick it under your pillow, and then do that process and do that for as long as you need to do it until it manifests. So that's a way to use your intentions to help you manifest as well as to help you discover answers to questions that you may be asking. So now we're going to talk on dream journaling and interpretation. So I'll just go back to Angeli. My recurring theme is rescuing animals in peril. Often there is a natural disaster type of event. Thankfully, I've usually saved them. So this could be you're rescuing your instinct. You're rescuing something that's very important to you, very valuable to you. And animals often represent different types of instinct or our animal instincts. But if you really love animals, and particularly if it's a pet, it can also represent something you're very fond of or something that you care about very deeply. And so you're rescuing yourself. And if the dreams are turning out well, that's a good dream. That's a good sign. So even what the dream is saying that uh, you may feel like there's a lot of chaos going around you at the moment, or that there's a lot of stuff that might be stressing you at the moment, but you seem to be able to rescue yourself from it. You seem to be able to save yourself from getting swept up in it. Okay. Does this also work with asking more than one question at a time? Probably best to just one question at a time. One question at a time. I've been asking to meet my guides at night, but don't remember anything. I'm going to try your suggestions. Good. How many hours do you need to dream? As many as you do. We tend to have 3 or 4 dream cycles a night. So it depends on how much sleep you have. The more sleep you have, the more dream cycles you'll have. Can't remember my dreams. What helps? So hi, Mandy. You probably missed the beginning. So remembering your dreams is a case of before you go to bed at night, set the intention that I'm going to remember my dreams. And then as soon as you wake up in the morning, go over whatever it was that was going on in your head when you woke up. And then allow your imagination to try and recall it, and then get up and write it down. Practice that every day. It may take you a week. It may take you a month to be able to get anything. But even if it's just a snippet of a dream, if you write it down, you will send a message to your subconscious mind that this is something that's important to you, and you will start remembering them more and more and more. So journaling your dreams, which is where this is going, is really important to record them, because we do forget our dreams. They're not something that we do consciously remember. Even dreams that are very vivid to us, that we could probably talk about off the top of our head, we probably are still missing details. And the further away from the dream we go in time, the more the dream starts to fade into the distance. So that's why recording the dreams in a journal is so important, especially when you're trying to interpret your dreams, or if you're doing shadow work or anything like that. And some of the things to do when you are recording your dream is to set the date and time of your dream. So it doesn't have to be necessarily the time. If you just do your dreams every time you wake up in the morning, then it will be a generally a morning dream. Sometimes the most significant dreams that are really the ones that are trying to tell you more about yourself tend to happen later in the dream, in the sleep cycle. So the dreams you wake up with in the morning are generally the most potent dreams for you when it comes to messages. The earlier dreams tend to be just a bit of a brain dump, and you probably don't remember them so much. But later in the dream cycle, when you're coming to the end of your sleep cycle, tends to be when you'll get your prophetic dreams, and also when you'll get the dreams that are really giving you some good information that you can then do something with later on. Really important. Even if you can't remember the details of the dream, recall how you felt in the dream. So if you wake up and you remember, "Oh, I've got to remember my dream, but I don't remember my dream." How did you feel when you woke up? Try and catch a feeling, because the feelings are incredibly significant when you're interpreting your dreams. You really got to figure out, what was I feeling? Like, if you're going back to some of those examples of going back to school, what were you feeling when you go back to school? How do you feel? Do you feel a bit trapped? Do you feel like you've got to finish something? Do you feel that uh, you're in a place you don't want to be? What's the emotion that's going on when you're having those dreams? When I've had those back to school dreams, they're always about me repeating um, senior again. And when I started to do more work, the dreams changed to me realizing I'd already done it. I'd already completed it. I didn't need to complete it again. But when I'm back at school in the dream, it feels like I've just got this little bit that I've got to complete and then I'm finished. But I don't want to. I don't want to do the assignments. I don't want to do the exams. And I don't even want to go there because I don't like being there. And so the dream is sort of signifying that, why do you keep repeating? Why do you keep repeating yourself? What is it that you need to realize you can move on from? So take notice of how you feel in the dream. Where in your life are you feeling those feelings right now? Where in your life do you feel you haven't moved on? And is it a job? Is it relationships? Is it something else that's going on in your life? Look out for key symbols or themes. Numbers are very significant. Numbers can mean time. So if you dream of a number 15, then that might mean that something that happened 15 months ago or 15 years ago or 15 days ago is relevant to what's happening now in some way. So you can reflect back to that time. Often addresses can be symbolic of that as well. Going back and finding, you know, 15 years ago, what was I doing? What was I experiencing? What was I feeling? Other things like puns. Puns come up in dreams as well. Like, you might have a dream character. This is a one that's mentioned in one of Jane Anderson's book, that you might dream of a dream character, and their name's Frank. And what it's basically, the dream is trying to be frank with you, or whatever the dream character is doing in the dream, they're trying to be frank with you. They're trying to be very, very clear about a situation. So look out for names in dreams, what names might mean if you have the name of a person in a dream. Take notice of what they're wearing, what you're wearing in the dream. Is it a dream character, which means somebody you've never seen before? It's just your subconscious has brought it up. Is it someone you know? Is it someone from that you've seen, a celebrity? Or is it, somebody you know from your work or wherever? A relative, partner, whoever. Who's in the dream? And what are they doing in the dream? And how are you reacting to them doing that in the dream? Now, when we're dreaming of characters, they're generally not representing the person that you know. So if you're dreaming of a coworker and they're in the dream, it doesn't mean that that dream coworker is representing that coworker. It's representing aspects of yourself that coworker is representing in the dream. Most of the characters in our dreams are actually ourselves. And the dream characters, particularly the ones that we've never met before, that just pop up in your dreams and you don't know who or where they came from, are aspects of yourself, because we have many, many, many facets to our personality. And these dream characters are representing those different facets. And other people that we know, even our partners, even children, parents who are in a dream, can actually represent aspects of ourselves. And so if we describe 3 adjectives to that person in the dream, 3 positive ones and 3 negative ones, we can actually find what it is they're representing about ourselves. So often this movie that plays out at nighttime when we're asleep is all about us. It is all about us. Most of the time. Occasionally, you might get dreams relating to other people. You might get dreams for other people. I had a friend who had a dream that was actually for me, but it was a dream of her with somebody that she met who was significant, but actually more significant to me than her, but she was the one that person that she ended up meeting, that person was through her and her work. So this is so that's a dream that you're actually having on behalf of somebody else, which you can do. Sometimes dreams will come through another person because that person is, for some reason, a channel for something to happen. So that's something you could do. You can dream for other people. And if you do have dreams for other people, sometimes it is good to share them with that person if you feel that, if that's the feeling in the dream. Now, when you're doing your journaling, write down any messages or any guidance that you receive, write down all the symbolism, write all that down first, and then you can go back and start to interpret what these things might mean. Where were you? Were you inside? Were you outside? Uh, what colors? What sounds? Other people? Dream characters? Recurring themes like the school theme or the work theme? Being in a lift? Uh, being going up and down an escalator, stairs, all these things are relevant to your dream. So write them all down. And then when you get some good books like these ones, that you can actually, this one's actually probably the best because I think she's got more in this one, for the different things that you can be dreaming on than this one. But these are both very, very good books. You can just have a look at what the general meaning of something is, and then how might that apply to your relationship with that object. So, for example, a very common dream, and I think I've had this one. So, other people, the I'm late dream, like you're late for work, late for school, late for something, and because it's such a common dream, you'll find it in this particular book anyway, the Jane Anderson one, and what that means. So, it can mean a fear of failure, essentially. Uh, Maybe living out two choices. Hesitation, putting yourself forward. Um, there could be lots of things that are actually making you turn up late. It could be that, oh, that's it, yeah. So being late can mean restrictions. It can mean hesitation. Why are you late? What's caused your lateness in the dream? What is causing the fear of being late in the dream? So fear of failure, hesitating, feeling vulnerable, all those things this can feel. And if you go into your feelings, if you go into your emotions of how you feel, you'll understand that something's happening in my life at the moment. And where do I feel that vulnerability in my life right now? Where do I feel the hesitation in my life right now? And then just journal on that. You can just do free form writing. So put pen to paper and just write whatever you're feeling, whatever comes into your mind, and don't think too much about what it is that you're writing. Just write and allow your subconscious mind to write, and it will often come up with things that you wouldn't have consciously come up with if you just put pen to paper and allow yourself to just write. You can also interview a dream character in your journal as well. So you might want to have yourself asking the dream character, what are you doing in my dream? And then just allowing yourself to do like automatic writing or free writing as the answer to that. When I do that, I like to use my left hand because I'm right handed. So I write my question with my right hand and the answer with my left hand. And I find when I do it with my left hand, I'm more connected to my subconscious, and the dream character will write out what they're doing in the dream. Like I'm here to tell you something. And the dream characters are very mono-focused. They're not broad in any way. They've got one reason for being there and one reason only. And you'll find out what that reason is by doing that conversation with them. You can also do that with an object that might be in your dream too. So if you're dreaming of, let's say, what type of object could you be? You might be dreaming of a pair of glasses. You can actually talk to the glasses in that method too, because the glasses are a symbol and you want to know what that symbol means. What are these pair of glasses meaning in my dream? Because they're really featured in the dream. Maybe you're looking for them, or maybe you found them and there's something on them or something wrong with them. So you can interview the glasses to find out what is the glasses symbolism trying to say to you, because you're just interviewing your subconscious mind doing that. Now, I go into a lot of this detail in A Journey with Hecate course, where we do both. I teach you how to interpret your dreams as well as how to change things with your dreams too through the dreams transformation or transmutation. Look for recurring themes in your dreams too. Very, very important. Very, very important. And when it comes to manifesting with your dreams, if you find that you've had a dream and you don't like how it turned out at the end, then you can actually go back into meditation, go back into the dream using your imagination and change the ending. And if you do that a few times, if you do that every day for about, say, 5 minutes, spend 5 minutes in that dream every day with the changed ending, you can actually change your subconscious programming that way. And it's another way that you can change your behavior or change your beliefs or change things about yourself that aren't working out simply by changing the ending of the dream to something that feels more positive and more complete for you. It has a psychological effect doing that because the dream's given you that symbol. So all you're doing is extending that symbol and changing it in a way that's actually beneficial for you. And that actually reprograms your subconscious mind. So the dreams are not only just telling you things about yourself, your dream imagery can actually then be tweaked by you to actually make changes in your subconscious mind and communicate to your subconscious mind in its language so that you can make changes in your subconscious mind that will help you towards what it is you're wanting to manifest and your goals. So I call that dream transmutation because you're using it to transmute and change things, which is like an alchemical process. And Jane Anderson calls it dream alchemy. So we just have different names for it, but it's really, really powerful. And it's another way of being able to help manifest the things you're wanting to manifest by using your dreams. Okay. People are aspects of ourselves. Yes. Does that apply to people who have passed on as well? Can do. Absolutely. Sometimes people who have passed on will actually come in and actually give you messages in your dreams. So it could actually be them with a message. They often come along when there's during difficult times, when something's really traumatic or maybe another relative or somebody's going to pass on. Often they'll come and give you a message or something. Otherwise, they would be representing aspects of yourself. Okay. Do you know how to dream walk? If you look at all it, it's all the same thing. Dream walking. If you're tired of yourself, you are, it's all about control. Yes. So your dreams are all about you. Yes. Okay. Dream walking is if you're trying to influence somebody else's dream. Yeah. Which is not good etiquette. Okay. Lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is not that difficult. It's just, again, something you intend before you go to sleep. And when you intend it enough and you learn about it enough and you impress it upon your subconscious mind that you want to have a lucid dream, you will have a lucid dream. And when you do have a lucid dream, it'll be very exciting in the dream. So a lucid dream is when you are aware as you're dreaming, you're still in the dream state. Okay. You're aware though that you're dreaming and you then are able to consciously control the dream. Generally, our dreams are not something we can consciously control. They just happen, like we're watching a movie. When we're doing lucid dreaming, we're stepping into the movie as the director and the actor, and we are directing how the dream goes. And this is a practice that's very big in Tibetan Buddhism because they believe that if you can control your dreams and when you're in dream state, you have much better control over your awakening state from a magical perspective. So it's a way of showing us that we do have more control over our lives than we have been led to believe that we do. And when we can wake up in a dream and control our dreams, that's what we need to do in our conscious world. We need to wake up that we can control this simulation, this dream, whatever you want to, however you want to, perhaps uh, use as a metaphor for life. But if the lucid dream teaches us that we can control the lucid dream, we need to just wake up in our conscious state and realize that this is all a dream too, that this is a simulation, and that as magical people, we are able to direct that simulation, direct where things go in our lives. But we have to wake up to the fact we're dreaming and not get swept away with the dream. And lucid dreaming can teach us that. So it's very powerful. It's a lot of fun. And you will find when you do lucid dreams, and particularly if you're interacting with the dream characters in your dreams, just how much of a simulation our dream state really, really is. It's like being in a computer game. It's quite amazing. But a lucid dream can help you practice your goals too. So if you were really good at lucid dreaming and you've got something coming up that you need to practice with, maybe you've got to do some public speaking or something. In a lucid dream, you could actually practice that standing up and speaking in front of people and having it be very, very successful. So it's a way of being able to program your subconscious mind and manifest at the same time. But it's something that does take a lot of practice, and you do need to practice. But the way to start doing it is to have the intention and then have that intention every night and try to have that lucid dream every night. It's not actually that difficult to have the lucid dreams if you're really intent on having them. When you first start lucid dreaming, you won't be lucid for long. You will find you'll go back into unconscious sleep again, but you may find that the more you practice it, the longer you can stay lucid in the dream. So don't expect that, oh, I'm lucid, I'm realize I'm dreaming, you're going to be able to hold on to that. You may not be able to hold on to it for very long. It might just be for an instant that you hold on to it, and then you just go back into the unconscious state again. But the more you practice it, the longer you can stay lucid in the dream. Okay, that's lucid dreaming. And we want to talk about magic, important realization. Are there crystals that help with lucid dreams? Yes, amethyst. Amethyst is a great crystal to work with for lucid dreaming, for sure. Amethyst can help with sleep. The only problem with amethyst is you probably want to get a light colored amethyst for sleeping, because if it's too dark, it can be too much. And so it can be very, very, very stimulating, and you can have very, very stimulating dreams. But if you're wanting lucid dreams, then amethyst would be a way to go. Let's see now. Rituals. So if you want to incorporate magic into your dream practice, you can create rituals to enhance the dreams. So you could light a purple candle, set your intention. You can put the intention under the candle using the amethyst there to put under your pillow or very close to you. Under the pillow is probably best, or wear it if you can wear it. Moonstone is another one that you can use for dreaming as well. You can also anoint your third eye as well with oils that can help you become quite clear in your dreams. Rosemary is a good one for clarity and can help with clarity of dreams as well. Lavender is good to mix with the rosemary for that purpose. Sandalwood is another one that's good for dream work. So a simple ritual of simply lighting a candle before you go to bed, sticking your intention under the candle, anointing your third eye with the lavender and the rosemary, wearing the amethyst if you can, having it somewhere near this part of your body, so near your pillow or under your pillow, and then with the intention, go off to sleep and use ritual to help you get into that subconscious mood. Now, some of the other herbs that you can use is mugwort, of course, and chamomile is good for the relaxation aspect of it. Mugwort would be great really for having visions and having very visionary type dreams. And lapis lazuli is also good for insight into things. So if you've got a dream question and you're wanting to a question, then and you're wanting the answer, lapis lazuli was a good one for that. Okay, I'm just looking at the comments. Crystals, off topic. Does the Mystery Witch School offer initiation? I have been meaning to do that. It's always been self-initiation ceremony at the end in module 13, but I was talking about it some time ago to people who have been in Mystery Witch School about actually doing initiations, but they would be over Zoom. So that's something that I have not like actually doing a ceremony of initiation. But all initiations are really self initiations. Any formal initiation that you do is just a formality because the transmission happens through the teaching, the transmission happens through the interaction with the teachers, and the initiation happens due to your learning, due to your interaction, and due to when you're ready for it. The ceremony that we call initiation ceremonies are really just a ceremony to symbolize that, but that's actually already happened before you get to the ceremony. So that's how I sort of see initiations. I can't dream or somebody else's dream, but I can be outside without my control, more like a vacation. Calling on and subsequently waking up inside of a lucid dream is a path of controlling them. No, I don't actually do that in the Mystery Witch School Academy with dreams. The dream the dream work that I do is in A Journey with Hecate in that course. Okay. Asking Hecate to guide you through your subconscious is also a great way to go. Yes, it is. And if you want to ask Hecate during that ritual before you go to bed to help you with your dreams, she will help you with your dreams. And to guide you with her torches, yes. Self-dedication, right, in crafting your Wiccan path. Yes, I've got that there too, as well for initiations. Okay. So that's using ritual, and ritual is very powerful because ritual speaks to our subconscious mind, and that's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with the subconscious mind. And for some of you who really love ritual and love symbolism, the ritual might be a very helpful way for you to go into a dream and have a useful dream, or even to do the similar things, practically the identical ritual, to have a lucid dream. And you could do that every night, because what you're doing when you're doing a ritual is that you're setting an intention to your subconscious mind that this is something that's important. And when the subconscious mind gets the idea that, hey, this is important, it will start to show you things. So the ritual can really help activate the reticular activating system in your brain so that you can have better dream recall and the lucid dreaming if you're wanting to go down that route. Now, when it comes to your everyday life, how are your dreams guiding you, towards your goals? And when you're doing dream journaling and you're recording your dreams and you're seeing are you asking yourself these questions? What has happened in the last 48 hours that has created this dream? And what am I experiencing right now that this dream is symbolizing for me? This can help you take action. It can help you realize that there's something that you need to do, something you need to complete, something you need to change in your life. And take action on that and use your dreams as a bridge between your conscious and your subconscious mind. So start doing some dream work and see what your dreams are telling you about you and your life. If you're interested in manifesting, using your dreams that way, and at the same time, using your dreams to help you change and become the person who has those manifestations in reality. So if you're really wanting to make big changes in your life, like you really want to move out of a situation that you're in, then you can use your dreams to help you do that and change those things within yourself that might be keeping you stuck in that situation. Because we can do magic to try and change a circumstance outside of ourselves, but often that magic might not necessarily stick because we've still got habits that we haven't changed yet. And so we may find ourselves going back into those old habits and those old behaviors that lead us back to where we were before. Even though we may have done the magic to get ourselves out, we're still come back often to the same situation in different ways over and over and over again. And you may find that if you're doing magic a lot for things, that it isn't that the magic isn't working. It is that there's something within yourself, usually a concept about yourself, that needs to change, and beliefs that need to change, and realizations that need to happen so that you can know that you are all and everything. You are a divine spark of this great consciousness. And when you can take time to meditation to really just go into the I am, or who you are, that consciousness being, you are able to expand, and you're here to have an experience. You're here to be able to create experiences. The ego is limiting us from having the experiences we could be having because the ego has been programmed with all of these limitations about ourselves and the world. And so we're really restricted in who we're being at the moment. But the whole idea of magic and the great work isn't just to manipulate the world outside of ourselves, which a lot of people associate with magic because that's what magic has been, how it's been presented to us in fairy tales and movies and stories and things. But really, the magic is on ourselves and within ourselves. So that's why I do a lot of shadow work on this channel. That's why I've created a journey with Hecate, and that's how I work with Hecate on this kind of transformative thing. Rather than working with Hecate on trying to change the outside world to suit myself, I'm really just trying to change myself so that my outside world will change automatically as a result of me becoming more of the person that I really know myself to be, but haven't been allowing myself to be. So, a journey with Hecate is the course that's with Hecate. It teaches you how to connect with Hecate and how to work with Hecate to make the changes within yourself. Step into the person you know yourself to be. A way of talking about it is identity shifting. So, you're going from the ego identity that you have at the moment, to stepping into, at first, it is still an ego identity that you're wanting to step into. But as you go through stepping more and more into yourself, and then you start to realize that you get into more of an idea of being no one or no thing, which means you can be at the same time everything, then you really are stepping into who and what you truly are. And you then have the capacity to experience yourself in whatever way you want to experience yourself. It really opens the doors for you to step into who we all know we are underneath the surface. But you have to get rid of all of the stuff that's telling you you're not that and can't be that first. And Hecate is wonderful at helping you with that. So that's why I created a journey with Hecate. So if you're wanting to do shadow work with Hecate and you're wanting to shift into more of who you truly are, then I do invite you to enroll in a journey with Hecate. So I've put the link in the chat, and there's also a link in the description field below this video. Okay, magic has been presented as being a pretty selfish endeavor, but the deeper craft is actually quite transcendent of ego and limited perception. Absolutely, it is. And I think it's just, again, it's the ego, of course, wanting, not understanding the true self. So when we're trying to always manipulate the world outside of ourselves and make everything fit what we want, that's just the ego being afraid to let go of control. the ego thinking it has to control everything in order to be safe. And when we go into our true selves and who we truly are, we realize we don't have to control. There's nothing to control. There's no need to control, in that sense, that we are much more expansive, and all we have to do is be what we want to be who we want to be, and experience that beingness, and then everything else starts to fall into place. So it is really an internal thing, and that is the great work. That is the great work. Opinions on vril. I don't know what vril is. Sorry. Okay. So thank you everybody for coming along today, and we will have another live next week. And yes, any questions, put them in the comments if you are watching the replay at all. And you can also email me, sandra@mysterywitchschool.com, if you're wanting to inquire about the Mystery Witch School Academy or the Journey with Hecate or any of my courses. Again, you can just email me. All the links to all of those things are in the description field below the video anyway, and also on my website too. Okay, blessed be everyone. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.